Hey guys, welcome back to the Sideburn Hunter. Today, we're talking coffee in the backcountry. I want to remind you this video is not sponsored and I was not paid to place any of these products in this video. Most mornings in the field start out with a cup of coffee. Me personally, I don't love to be addicted to caffeine, but nothing gets you moving early in the morning like a nice warm cup of coffee. So I want to talk about 3 categories of options for getting you moving early in the morning and keeping you moving through the day. First off, we're going to discuss options for coffee at Basecamp. Second, we're going to discuss options that you can carry with you into the field. And then third, we're going to discuss some alternatives to standard coffee, but somehow to get caffeine into your body. Let's talk about that first cup of coffee in the morning while you're still at camp or base camp. What I like to use is this Dazbog KGB blend and throw a healthy dose of that into one of these Coffee Gator French presses. This is very durable. It'll stand up to the camping environment and not get damaged. Now that we have our cup of coffee ready to roll, what can we take with? You can certainly throw your coffee in a thermos and carry it with you. That works great if you're going to be on a boat, stationary in a blind or a stand. If you can leave this in your truck, let's say you're bird hunting, something like that, the thermos works great. But what happens if you're going far afield, if you're hiking back into the woods? You really don't want to be carrying around a heavy thermos like this with you. What options do you have? When it comes to coffee for sportsmen, really 2 brands stand out. One is Black Rifle Coffee. They want you to think that they are the hunter's brand of coffee, but that's not really true. They don't sell coffee products for hunters. They brand to outdoorsmen, law enforcement, and military. The one company that markets directly and for hunters is Dark Timber Coffee. So enter something like the Dark Timber Gravity Pack. This is a great solution for coffee that you can carry with. It's light, it's portable, and it makes a great cup of coffee. So this product is really ingenious in that it provides you with a pour-over style cup of coffee. This opens up like this. You clip it onto your mug, and now you pour coffee into here. There's one problem with this system. This makes a great cup of coffee. However, you have to have a secondary container to make the coffee in. Now, when we're in the woods, we might not have a secondary container with us. The alternative is something like this Ascent Pack from Dark Timber. This is just a large tea bag of coffee. Now you can put this directly into your pot of water, steep it for 5 minutes, pull this out, and drink directly from your pot without having to have a secondary container. So this makes this very portable. If you want a strong cup of coffee, I typically will use 2 of these for a 12 to 16 ounce cup, and that makes a great cup of coffee while you're out in the woods. There's an alternative to one of the Dark Timber Ascent Packs. Folgers also sells these little tea bag style coffees. I priced them out at the store. They're expensive for what they are. You can also collect these from whatever hotel you're staying at. But really, if you're going to carry something in the backcountry with you, make it a decent cup of coffee. Another option that you don't even need a container for is instant coffee. I looked at the Black Rifle Coffee Company. They do sell an instant pack of coffee. However, they were sold out at the time of this video, so I'm not able to try it. What I do like, Dark Timber offers their Vapor Pack, which is a micro coffee product, and this is a little bit of mocha or chocolate with it. And then there's always the standby of the Starbucks Via Pack. Let's put these head to head in some water. The Starbucks Via calls for 8 ounces of coffee, and the Dark Timber Vapor Pack will make 10 ounces. Let's give these a try. It's a pretty bitter cup of coffee. Let's try the Dark Timber. You're not getting as much coffee flavor, more of a hot chocolate kind of thing, but I definitely pick the Dark Timber every time here. Now, well, I will remind you, when we're talking instant coffee, a lot of times it's shoot the pack of Via and chase it with some water. So this isn't real world backcountry taste testing, but this Starbucks cup is pretty awful. Now that we've talked all of the direct coffee options, what other sources of caffeine can you take into the backcountry? One new thing that I was recently discovered are these mini green energy pouches. These are sort of like a tobacco pouch that you can put in your lip. I believe they're around 60 milligrams of caffeine per pouch. A little tin comes with 15 of them. This is a very portable option for caffeine in an emergency while you're in the backcountry. They come in a variety of flavors and they're pretty inexpensive, so give these a shot. Something else that you consider is something like these pre-workout gummies. They're packed with caffeine. Each of these has about 20 milligrams of caffeine. Take 4 of them and you're over your standard cup of coffee. Be careful about what else is in your pre-workout. Some of them might be vein dilators and help promote pump, which is something you do not want if you're going on a long hike. And of course, there's canned options. Red Bull packs pretty small, packs a big punch, and then there's alternatives like these Starbucks double shot espressos. My brother loves to carry these into the backcountry, and it gives him something to look forward to at lunchtime. I will warn you with the Red Bull. Last year I had a Red Bull for breakfast and usually one at lunch. That fatigued my body in a way that I paid for 2 or 3 months afterwards. I mean, that was an entire week of hard hunting, running on Red Bull. It was just pushing too hard. There's a lot of stimulants in something like this, so be careful. Why do you need coffee while you're out in the backcountry? Well, some of you drink a lot of coffee and are going to get headaches when we head out into the woods. The other thing is, do not underestimate what a game changer coffee can be on a cold day, on a bad day, or after a long hike in. These can absolutely change your mood and lift your spirits and help you to keep hunting. So folks, let me know what you like to do for coffee in the backcountry. I hope you like all these options that I've provided for you today. As always, like this video if you liked it, subscribe if you haven't checked out our channel before. Please check out our blog at thesideburnhunter.com for content beyond just these videos. And until next time, you've been watching The Sideburn Hunter.